What to look for when you're receiving supplier goods. Check expiry dates and batch codes. Measure the temperature of foods to ensure the cold chain has been maintained. And check packaging is in a good condition. And evaluate the condition and cleanliness of the delivery truck. Checking and recording the above will help you ensure that products are within the suitable expiry date, no temperature abuse has taken place, and no damage and therefore exposure of your foods to the open environment has occurred. And lastly, that no outside contamination will enter your kitchen. Note that not evaluating your raw materials allows the risk that you cannot control, meaning that should your supplier not be reputable, you have taken on his or her risk in addition to your own. So when there is a food poisoning complaint, they will be looking to you and not your supplier when it comes to legal prosecution. So have a checklist in place and immediate access to a thermometer to do a delivery check of your suppliers. Note that the dry goods should also undergo a rigorous check for condition and cleanliness. The 3 steps in the receiving procedure. The actual receiving, this is the step that has been defined as the physical action of taking possession of delivered goods in order to inspect the products according to the kitchen's requirements. Inspection. The inspection process is defined as the process that determines the suitability of the delivered goods. Acceptance. This is the process of confirming that the products are of a suitable quality and have met the food safety requirements. This step also includes the storage of these products in the kitchen. What are the receiving procedure requirements? The first step in the receiving procedure is to ensure that the delivery vehicle is in a clean and well-maintained condition. This helps ensure that cross-contamination is minimized. The next step is to check the internal temperature of the vehicle. This ensures that the cold chain was maintained. The next step is to compare the invoice to the order sheet in order to ensure that the correct products were delivered in the correct quantities. Now that the inspection process has begun, the first step is to check the condition and cleanliness of the packaging. No damaged packages should be accepted. Once the damaged packages have been separated, the expiry dates of each of the products should be checked and recorded. This is a requirement that will be determined by the type of product delivered. This means dry goods versus perishable items and according to the requirements of the kitchen. By way of example, the kitchen may use the entire delivery of milk and cream within 3 days, and therefore the expiry dates should end beyond these dates. It is generally accepted that these items should have at least 5 to 7 days before expiry. Alternatively, canned beans can have a shelf life of up to 6 months, and these expiry dates should be measured against the usage of the kitchen. In general, a 3-month expiry period should be acceptable. Expired foods are not only a food safety risk, but also an unnecessary cost that can be easily avoided. Training of receiving staff therefore becomes an important part of the process. The next step is to evaluate the perishable products for temperature. As mentioned, the cold chain is the main principle in food safety, and also ensures that the expiry dates are accurate and that the quality of the goods are maintained. So what are the acceptable delivery temperatures? Perishable foods should be delivered under 8 degrees Celsius, frozen foods under -12 degrees Celsius, and ice cream under -18 degrees Celsius. Any foods recorded temperatures above these requirements should not be accepted. Remember that the kitchen takes on the risk of its supplier, and it is imperative that all risks are eliminated. Do dry goods also need to be checked and recorded? Simply yes. Dry goods do eventually expire. Damaged packaging especially can carry the risk of causing botulism. The presence of pests are a common problem as well. Dry foods are generally transported in cartons, bags, or cases, and if a carton is damaged, check the contents carefully. Pay particular attention to signs of leakage in cartons that contain products in jars or bottles. The 2 most common types of damage to cans are swelling and large dents. If the cans are swollen or bulging, it means that the foods have spoiled and may not be used. If the cans have large dents, seams may have split and the food may be contaminated. Damaged canned products are unsafe for use. Fruits and vegetables. Produce may be more difficult to inspect because they rarely come with expiry dates. These foods should be checked for ripeness, freshness, and other signs of quality. In addition, fruits and vegetables should be washed and sanitized before storage in order to eliminate contamination from the soil. All these products should be recorded on a receiving checklist in order to ensure that the traceability is in place. The final step in the receiving procedure is the acceptance stage. The whole receiving procedure should have been completed within 30 minutes due to the cold chain. Fruits and vegetables should also be cleaned and sanitized during the delivery process. Raw vegetables carry a high risk in a food production kitchen and thus need to be treated in a manner that recognizes this risk. The best method in addressing the prevention of concerns is to start by the process of delivery. Upon delivery, one should ensure that all fruits and vegetables are of a quality that is required, remove from their packaging, that is often in the form of cardboard boxes. And the next step is to wash and sanitize these products to ensure longevity and prevention of contamination from outside sources. So how to sanitize fruits and vegetables? Fruits and vegetables should be soaked, much like the cutting boards, for a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes in a food-safe sanitizer. Rinsed in clean water and placed in a clean, sanitized container within a refrigerated unit that is no warmer than 7 degrees Celsius. Food segregation should also apply as required, and remember that any prepared product, in other words sliced vegetables and fruits, should be covered and date coded. Once products have met all the requirements and those that have to be sent back are separated, the goods should be appropriately refrigerated as necessary. All cardboard packaging should be removed and placed into plastic or stainless steel sealable containers.